I really do. You know, I'm afraid to get married, man. Why man wouldn't be afraid to get married at this point? You know, look at Kobe. Look at the shit he's going through right now. Right? Guy's getting a divorce. His wife's going to get $70 million. Never hit a layup in her life. You know, can anybody explain these divorce settlements? Can anybody make sense of these fucking things? Tiger Woods' wife, $250 million. She's a babysitter worth $250 million fucking dollars. Somebody, go ahead. Somebody, explain, justify it. Justify it. What, he cheated on her? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. He cheated on her. Great, the relationship's over right then. Kobe cheated, right? Shouldn't that relationship been over right then? Why did she hang around like some jaded cop for 3 years trying to get her fucking pension, right? Get that 10 years in? I don't know, maybe that's too harsh. That shit bothers me, man. Dude, there is an epidemic of gold-digging whores in this country. And every night I put on the news, and I'm waiting for someone to address it. Every night, never see it, you know? And every night I bring up gold-digging whores, and the whole crowd pulls back like I'm up here talking about Bigfoot, right? Like I'm saying the moon's made out of cheese or something. Talking about whores, people. They're everywhere. How many? How many more great men are going to get chopped in half before we do something? Why is it so quiet in here? God damn, I don't get it. What is it? Is it women? Do you think I'm calling you? I'm not calling any woman here a whore, okay? So don't pull back. That's not fair, okay? If you brought up wife beaters, I wouldn't like pull back. I get it. There's guys hitting women, they need to be stopped. We gotta understand that gold-digging whores are the wife beaters for men. Yeah, they are. Except we don't have that Rihanna lumped up photo in the end, so it's not obvious. It's in the eyes. It's in the lines in your face. It's in Mel Gibson's high-pitched voice on the answering machine. I had to give up my Laker tickets, right? That is the sound of a man being taken for everything he's got. I gotta tell you, I'm envious of women, okay? I'm not saying your problems get solved, but at least they're taken seriously. You know? People, you got 1-800 numbers, you got ribbons, there's groups. People give a shit. Anything happens to a guy, it's just considered funny. Some woman cut her husband's dick off, threw it in the garbage disposal, and turned it on. People thought it was hilarious. They were, hey, Stumpy! Nobody cares. Do you think if a guy removed a woman's titty and threw it in the dryer, anybody would be joking about it the next day? The entire country would grind to a halt. There'd be a moment of silence. The NFL would have some special colored headband everybody had to wear for an entire month. The most effeminate color they could possibly come up with. All my heroes are going down. Arnold Schwarzenegger, another great man. Another great man. Taken down by that gold-digging whore of a maid he's got. And I'm not saying he's not a piece of shit for doing what he did. It was a piece of shit move. But how come only he got chastised? What about the maid? Why was she called the maid that entire story? She was never called a whore, ever. Just boggled my mind. She knew his wife, first name basis, played with their kids, fucked her husband in their own goddamn bed. That's right down the checklist. First ballot Hall of Fame whore. Right there. Never. Why do you think she hooked up with him? Because of that 1987 flat top he's still rocking? The giant space between his teeth I could put this mic cord through? Or do you think maybe it's all that kindergarten cop money laying around the goddamn bedroom? No, it's awful. It's a horrific thing to see as a guy, watching guys go through that shit, you know? And then there's no sort of examination of it. They just go, he's an idiot. Hey, he's stupid. That guy's stupid. If that guy's stupid, what the fuck am I, right? Does it even make sense? Why would you do that? Why would you accomplish all that and then fuck it up, hooking up with one of the ugliest human beings I've ever seen in my life? Not saying I'm a prize, I'm just saying, you know? It's got to be something beyond that, right? You know what I think it is? I think it comes down to the way he talks. You know? That dude should be unloading trucks in Transylvania. That should have been the height of his success. But because he's a great man, he had the balls to move to America. Became famous for lifting weights. I lift weights, nobody gives a shit. He lifts weights, becomes super famous. Did he rest on his laurels? No. Next challenge. I'm going to become an actor despite the fact that nobody can really understand me. Against all odds, he starts making movies. Get down. There's a bomb. Get out of there. Becomes one of the biggest blockbuster stars of all time. What are you going to do next, Arnie? I think I'll marry a Kennedy. There's no fucking way you can do that. Bam, he does it. Cherry on top, I'm running for governor of a state I can't even pronounce, and he wins the election. Why wouldn't this guy think he couldn't bang his maid in his own bed and get away with it? This dude has been in the zone for over 4 decades. 4 decades, nothing but net. Bang a maid in my own bed? Dude, that's a layup. Are you serious? I had a hit movie with a midget. I don't even need a condom. Right? And then what happens? The smoke clears. Then all these trolls come out of the woodwork and start judging this great man. All these fatties, these fucking old guys who never got any with their jowls, coming on TV, absolutely reprehensible behavior. What kind of a public servant? His legacy is shrouded. Like they have any idea what it's like to be tempted at that level, right? Like they have groupies as they waddle out to their Mercury Tracer, parked on the other side of a dumpster. Really? You're beating them off? So, I got a girlfriend, man. I watch a lot of TV with her, you know. I just annoy the hell out of her. She loves watching the Oprah Winfrey Show, and I love, like, watching her watch the Oprah Winfrey Show. And I wait for Oprah to say something stupid, and the second she does, I just take it out on my girl, because I'm an asshole. That's what I do. No, we were watching it the other day, you know, Oprah's on there. She's interviewing some clam, you know. And, she's giving her this big, ridiculous intro. Like, she's done this, she's done that, she's done this, and she does the most difficult job on the planet. She's a mother, and continues on. Immediately, I just look at my girlfriend like, whew. You know, like, really? Being a mother is the most difficult job on the planet? Oh, yeah, all those mothers who die every year from black lung, from inhaling all that coal dust. Dude, women are just constantly patting themselves on the back about how difficult their lives are, and no one corrects them because they want to fuck them. That's what it is. So there's just this tornado of, like, misinformation. I had the most difficult job on the planet. What would you rather be doing? Drilling to the center of the earth, shaking hands with the devil? Every time there's a rumble in the ground, you wait for the whole thing to collapse down on top of you so they can write that folk song about you, you know? Would you rather be up in the sunshine, running around with a couple of toddlers that you can send to bed anytime you want on some sort of trumped up charges, right? Because you want to have a drink and watch The Price is Right, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. It's the most difficult job on the planet. Oh, yeah. I thought roofing in the middle of July as a redhead. I thought that was difficult. But these mothers are bending over at the waist, putting DVDs into DVD players. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. I get in trouble later on in my life. Transgender athletes, I don't fucking understand that, you know? I understand it if, you know, you want to switch around. I don't give a shit. But I'm a sports fan. That's a really new concept to me, that you can be a dude, right? Ranked 80th in the fucking world. You have your dick cut off, you put on a sports bra, and now you're the #1 tennis player in the world, just coming out there with your man shoulders. That doesn't seem fair. I might be wrong. I might just be an old guy. I have no idea. But I'm hearing rumors like some of them are getting into that MMA. You can't have that shit. Am I nuts? That is a dickless dude beating the shit out of a woman. Jesus Christ. He might as well hit her with his discarded dick like a flashlight. Just hold still. No, it's grounded. Her grounded pound is incredible. Yeah. I'm not saying these people are right, and I'm not saying that I'm right. I know I'm a fucking moron, you know? But that Duck Dynasty guy, I know what he said was wrong. Okay? I realize that there's some animal guys out there, okay? Horrible guys, you know, have a rough day at the factory, come home, tuna casserole, and just start swinging, all right? I'm not trying to say that those people don't exist. I realize they exist. They should be buried underneath the prison, okay? So if I can admit that, ladies, can you at least admit that every ass kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky? Really? Even hockey has 2 minutes for instigating, right? They understand that some back and forth happened before that shit, you know? You know what it is every case is handled like that Rihanna one, where they just say, the guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, blah, 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 send him to jail, and then they never ask anything about that. You know, I'm not saying he should have done it, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, dude, in your heart of hearts, what do you think was going down before that happened? You think she was just sitting there going, oh my God, Baskin Robbins, you want to get some ice cream? And he fucking, you know? Or do you think maybe they were having some epic end of the relationship fight and some crazy shit was being said? Maybe she was screaming in his ear some crazy female shit like, oh, fuck all your friends, I don't give a fuck. Maybe that's why I sell more albums than you, motherfucker. Right? To be fair, she could have just been sitting there going, I need a tissue. Do you keep those in the glove box? Oh my God, I'll bring my out. I'll bring my out. All right, let me explain that joke to functional people in the crowd. Let me explain this. All right. This is how it works with guys. Anytime you do anything remotely sensitive, heartwarming, anything that's going to make you more of a loving, caring individual, immediately all your guy friends suggest that maybe, just maybe, you want to suck a dick. Oh, it's brutal. Even if you do something smart, right? Like it's raining out. He's got an umbrella! What a fag! Oh my God! What, are you afraid of the water? Put your shoulders up, you fucking homo! Jesus Christ! Would you pull that thing out of your ass? Oh, it's brutal! It doesn't even have to make sense. You carved a pumpkin? What do you do next? Carve some guy's ass with your cock? What a fag! What, are you gonna blow a scarecrow? Dude, get away from me with your gay little pumpkin. Oh, it's brutal. Dude, what are you a fag is the reason why guys drop at 55 out of fucking nowhere. It's literally from 5 decades of just suppressing the urge to like hug a puppy, admit a baby's cute, say you want a cookie. You just gotta keep pushing it down like, fuck that, I'm not sucking dick! I'm not sucking dick! Right? Yeah. And then one day you're in a Denny's and they forget to put bananas in your pancakes. You just have like an aneurysm and your head slams off that sticky table. And the last thing you hear before it all goes black is your friends go, he got bananas in his pancakes. What a fag! Oh my God, it wasn't sweet enough with the syrup, you fairy. Hey, bring another one over home and shove it up his ass, right? Yeah, because it looks like a dick, right? It looks like a dick. Yeah, I thought it, then I said it. I'm awesome. Yeah. You know, I'm trying to dial down the douchebaggery in my relationship. I'm not turning out the pilot light, though. All right? I'm keeping some fight in me. I'm not going to be that henpeck guy. Just standing there like, I guess we're making holiday cookies. That dude with the bowed shoulders. She makes them and then I'm supposed to sprinkle the sugar on them. I don't even think they taste that good, but it's just... No, I stand my ground sometimes. Sometimes I let it go. You just got to figure it out, you know? Like, we had a fight the other night. She got so mad at me. She was like, you know, you can just sleep downstairs. You can just sleep downstairs. I couldn't believe it. It's one of the most arrogant things I've ever heard in my life. Can you believe that? One adult telling another adult where they can sleep? You can just sleep downstairs. Like I was just going to sit up in bed and grab a blanket like Linus. All right. Hey, where downstairs, by the way? Like over here downstairs? Or like more over here? Where should I sleep? It's like, are you out of your mind? I go, I'm not sleeping downstairs. She's like, who are you going to sleep then? I'm like, where I always sleep. I will fucking sleep on your side of the bed if I want to. What are you going to do? I'm bigger than you. I'll hang on to the covers. Try to get me out. No tickling. Go ahead. Yeah. I was like, you don't tell me where to sleep. I sleep where I want to sleep. She's like, well, you don't tell me where to sleep. I'm like, I'm not the one telling people where to sleep. It was one of those classic relationship fights. It's like 2 a.m, you're both half naked. She's not wearing a bra. You got half a ball hanging out. Like, and another thing. I need to say this. The other day, I felt slighted. Yeah, it's fucking unreal. But what kills me is that I finally learned to, like, keep my cool in my relationship. Happened a couple years ago, right? Me and my girl had this big argument one day, right? Actually, you guys want to hear a story? You want to hear about the time my girl punched me in the face on her birthday? You want to hear that one? This is what happened. If I'm really honest, the fight started like 3 months earlier. It's like the middle of March. We're just driving around, and all of a sudden she sees this clothing store. She's like, oh my God, I didn't know they had one of those out here. We need to stop and go in there. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go in there. I walk in, immediately I see it's one of these stores that doesn't have any chairs. I know what they're trying to do. I'm going to be standing right next to her, and when she likes something, I got to buy it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not playing that. I go over and I sit down underneath a mannequin. Got like the dress hanging in my head. Sir, you can't sit there. I don't give a fuck. Looks like I'm doing it. Looks like I'm doing it. All right? So unbeknownst to me, she finds some sweater that she likes, right? Some ridiculously priced, like $400 or some shit like that, right? So she knows it's not her birthday, none of that crap. She can't ask me for it. So now she's got to go into manipulation mode. What do I use? What do I use? Do I be sad? Do I pout? Do I use sex? Can't do that. You know what she went with? She went with the little girl, right? She just came out. She's just like, I'm like, what's up? She's like, saw something that I liked. And I just want to be like, well, then why don't you fucking pay for it? So she goes over and she shows it to me, right? And I'm like, it's $400. She goes, can you get it? I go, no, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. It's not your birthday. It's not Valentine's Day. It's March. What am I getting you that for St. Patrick's Day? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing it. So I don't know what happened. We're driving home, and somehow she manipulated the argument. Not that she asked for the sweater, and not that I said no. It was the way I said no, right? Got in this huge argument. Got so mad by the time we got back to the house, I just told her to get out. I'm driving away. So I just drove away in the Prius. Right? So I was so fucked up about it, I had to call my sister up, right? Call her up to get a female perspective. She's laughing her ass off, going, you took all the bait. You're an idiot. I go, what do I do? She goes, well, why don't you go back down to the store and just buy the sweater? Hold on to it and give it to her a few months later for her birthday. And I'm like, fucking genius. Genius. I hate the pressure of the birthday. All her friends, so what are you getting her? What are you gonna get her? Fucking sweater, bitch. Bam. That's it. Got it. All right? Fast forward 3 months, it's her birthday, right? She's, I'm laying in bed. She wakes up. She wanted to go to some restaurant that night. She's like, did you make the reservations? I'm like, I haven't made them yet, but we'll be good, right? She starts freaking out. What do you mean? It's my birthday. What do you mean you didn't make the reservations? I'm like, sweetheart, it's a Tuesday in the middle of a recession. I'm sure that there's going to be a table, right? So she starts freaking out. In the back of my head, I'm like, I got this sweater. I'm good, right? So the more she yells at me, the funnier it becomes to me. But like an asshole, rather than laughing to myself, I sort of snickered out loud, right? Sort of giggled a couple times, and she just snapped, like, are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at me on my birthday? And then the more she yelled, the more I laughed. The more I laughed, the more she yelled, and it was just this vicious fucking thing all the way up, right? She got all the way to the point she was standing at the back door going, you're gonna laugh at me on my birthday? boom, slams the door, runs down the stairs. At that point, I'm literally in the fetal position, like dying, laughing, walking towards the bathroom. Then all of a sudden I hear, she came back up the stairs. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I got a little scared for half a second. No, I did. I was in my underwear. I was feeling vulnerable. She comes flying into the bathroom, and the second I saw her face, I knew she was gonna hit me, right? And I'm such an asshole, I actually have a game plan for when a woman's gonna hit you. Like, that's how many women I've pissed off in my lifetime. I actually know what's going down. This is how it is. Most women, they're flailers. All right? Unless they had some sort of MMA training, then you're on your own. You're probably gonna catch a few, right? But most of them are flailers. Most are right-handed. So you gotta guess overhand right. That's the first thing you gotta guess. So you get down in the pocket, right? That overhand right comes in. Bam, you catch that wrist. Second the right's coming, you know the left's coming. Bam, you catch that one. This is the crucial moment. Second you got the right, the next then you got the left. Immediately you gotta step back and you gotta go like this. Because she's gonna try to kick you right in the balls. As she kicks you, then you spin them around. Tuck your head down low, because they will try to headbutt you. And then you just use the weight of your torso to slowly bring them down to the floor as you whisper sweet things. Oh, look at the tiles. Remember you picked those out? They go so well with the wallpaper, right? But she tricked me. She came into the bathroom. There's actually guys out there that will actually listen to that shit. Yeah, you talk to them. They'll be, hey, how's it been going? Oh, you know, been rough last couple of nights downstairs on the couch. You know how that is, right? No, I don't. I don't understand. Yeah, how did you get yourself into that situation? Like, what are you afraid of? What is she gonna do if you say no? What is she gonna fucking choke slam you onto the kitchen table? Look, I understand if you're dating some woman and she does that UFC, MMA shit, then you gotta sleep what she says to sleep. You got to. She's gonna come at you, well, let's get you in an armbar. All right, tapping out. Or even worse, she chokes you out. You wake up on the couch like 11 minutes later, like, just grab your jacket off the back of the couch. I fucking hate when she does this. It's like it's not even fair. Have a debate like a normal person. All right, I'm gonna talk somebody down from a ledge here. Someone who's actually been sleeping on the couch, okay? So there's the first fear, out the window, okay? She can't physically dominate you, so that's gone. What's the next fear? She's gonna cut off the sex? Yeah, rub one out, neutralized. It's the most empty threat there is. Do it right in front of her. Join me. Yeah. I've never understood that threat. That's like somebody putting a chain around your refrigerator, but you got a sandwich in your pocket, right? A never-ending sandwich. Like some biblical shit, like Jesus with the fucking bread or whatever, right? So now, what's the last thing she can do? What can she do now? Be moody? You can't handle that? You know, walk by the TV without looking at you? Only make herself something yummy out in the kitchen? Who gives a fuck? Dude, my wife does that. I just sit there. I just start commentating. Oh, here she comes again, walking by the TV. She really must be mad. She's never body slammed me once, ever. I'm not saying to be a dick, all right? I'm just saying, you gotta keep them honest. Every once in a while, you gotta have a little pushback. Yeah. The rest of the shit, I'm learning that about women. You just kind of fucking, you want to keep them calm. Keep them calm, like a rescue dog, right? Just, everything's cool. Everything's cool, just, yeah, this is great. I'm having a great time, you know? Oh no, your friends are awesome. Very interesting party. I am talking to people. I'm talking to people. I am having a good time here. That's what you do. You just do that enough. Then when you bark back, you got a little something. Like, here's an olive branch I've extended to her. Is basically, how do you wake up every morning brushing your teeth? How do you fight the urge to not just jam that toothbrush right down your throat? I'll tell you what kills me was only the old guys had that look on their face.
None of the old ladies did. Some of the old ladies had a look of like mild disappointment, you know, just sitting there like, you know, like they always wanted to go to Europe, but they never got around to it. But only the old guys had like that. Dude, it was almost like they wanted to tell you a secret. Like, where's the gold? Can you remember the combination? What is that? Somebody said it's like a mild form of dementia. It's, you know what I think it's from? I think it's from being married for 60 years, getting nagged every day, and never once looking at your wife being like, you know what, how about you shut the fuck up? How about that? Hey, I got it, you're not happy. You know, well then fucking leave! Is it that, or do they like wear you down? I think they wear you down. Because I know as a young man, I had a lot more spring in my step. Young guys, your girl gives you shit, you know, you can go for a drive. Where's this relationship going? This feels weird. We need to talk. Hey, fuck you, lady! You get in the car, you go for a drive. Punch the ceiling a couple times. You scream out the window, bitch! You know? You get it out. You get it out before your face gets all twisted up. Get it out. Back to me. Then what happens? What happens? You stay in the relationship. You stay in the relationship, right? You get married. 15 years later, you got a couple of kids. You got a little gut going, right? She starts in on you with that whole laundry list of stuff you got to do because you're married. Susie has ballet practice. It gets over it too. Make sure you're there too. You were there too the other day, and she's very upset. No, you were. You were. I actually documented the record on my Facebook page, and you want to give her an uppercut. You want to give her an uppercut.